With a common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man. You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Duo Live show here at Learn Crypto. Before we get started, make sure to hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like daily updates on crypto and stock, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, and news. My name is Nick Hellman, a.k.a. the Crypto Hitman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
He's the man with the plane, taking us all to Lambo land. Don't worry, if you didn't get a Lambo in the last bull market, you're going to have a great opportunity in 2024 through midway through 2026, as we have a lot of macro reasons to be bullish on Bitcoin. And I believe we're going to see another massive altcoin cycle that's going to allow for many of you to gain financial freedom. What's new today, Todd?
Well, we got to give Big House the pork blaster flyover.
Yeah, this is for you, Big House. Picking RUNE, and that thing has been a major winner.
Yep, he's got to have that one. That's what I'm
All right, well, let's get right into this. If you want to give me the screen, we'll go over beyondfomo.com to see what's going on in the markets today. We'll have Todd Father look at the charts, and then we'll brag. I guess we'll usually say we'll talk about some of the live trades we've given it in patreon.com/learncrypto. But today we'll be bragging because we bought the dip. We bought the dip in Bitcoin. We bought the dip in Ethereum. We have an overhead buy in Solana. We're already up in near double-digit gains on MicroStrategy, RIOT, Coinbase, and Penn stock. Doesn't get much better than that after selling everything at much higher valuations. Well, here you go. You can see beyondfomo.com. Make sure to sign up over here, get a free account. And if you sign up, we have a link in the description below. Using our Learn Crypto code, you earn bonus FOMOs and bonus entries. We can see here the Fear and Greed Index. We are currently at 46. This is about neutral. This is after Bitcoin has rallied a couple $1,000s today, putting it back above $27,000 and up just about 2% on the 7-day average. These moonshot winners here, these are the communities voting for these projects. And guess what? The winner of the moonshot yesterday was French Connection Finance, up 20% in the day. Floki, one of our favorites. If you like dog meme coins, we want to be owners of Floki. I think that's going to greatly outperform Doge and SHIB in the next altcoin cycle. And Rollbit is interesting because we are heavily invested in DeadPrez, a soon-to-be online gambling casino. And Rollbit here is already launched for the past few months and already has a $400 million market capitalization. So I like what we're seeing here as far as our bags are concerned here on Learn Crypto. You can always vote for your own projects here for the next 2 hours and 47 minutes if you want them to be spotlighted by Beyond FOMO. We see here biggest gainers of the day. Let's see. Past 7 days, Compound, Curve, and Chainlink. Chainlink being fueled by its CCIP upgrades. This is very good for Chainlink stakers. Compound and Curve DAO, I think this is a good indicator that DeFi is coming back. The players that are still active in cryptocurrency right now are in the know. Not too many beginners, but people who are in the know, people that know how to utilize MetaMask and these various wallet applications, and they're starting to earn yield on their holdings via Curve and Compound. So that's not all that surprising. And then again, Rollbit, this was one of the highest voted projects, and here we go. It's one of the biggest winners as well. So we see some alpha forming at beyondfomo.com, and the GambleFi sector that we've been talking about here on Learn Crypto for the past month is coming alive. And it's going to be exciting times ahead when we see DeadPrez launch because the Learn Crypto community is heavily invested in the success of that project. And hopefully, if it could just steal a percentage of the market share from Rollbit, we have a 10x to 100x coming our way. Biggest losers, Immutable X, Metaverse X, and XDC network. I'm not familiar with any of those. We do see Pulse Chain down about 5 to 6% over the past 7 days. But remember, last week we talked about how Pulse Chain, Hex, and PulseX really were leading the way while the market was down. So this is just kind of a healthy correction for that one. If we come back over here to market capitalizations before we throw to the charts for Todd, we do see Ethereum is outpacing Bitcoin. This is interesting. When Ethereum starts to outpace Bitcoin, what does that mean? We possibly have an outpace in the altcoins as well, which could lead to a mini altcoin season. So we're going to keep a close eye on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart to see if we might have a decent little altcoin cycle. That is why we do have an overhead buy on Solana to buy that back cheaper. That is why we are looking for a position in Dogecoin as well. And we do like the fact that Floki was a winner up here in the Moonshot Spotlights. If that mini altcoin season comes, of course, our alt bags will outperform the King Index Bitcoin right here. And we did sell BNB. We did sell BNB higher valuation. So maybe Todd needs to give a buy over at patreon.com/learncrypto on BNB as well.
And we sold that at 240, I believe it was. I might give a buy at 212. The 206 stop just didn't pull the trigger. And I'll explain some of that here now. Let's go to the SPY chart, show you what I'm thinking here currently. Because Friday we had the oversold technometer. We didn't get that till really Monday, Tuesday, and other indices. I had mentioned in my week in review to look for lower early in the week and then a low. So Wednesday got a little deeper than I wanted, but my positions didn't get hurt. We'll go over some of those that we bought at patreon.com/learncrypto and also at wyckoffsmi.com and the stock Discord there. So, but you can see your lower right technometer was down there below 38, down around 36 and change. We're already 45.76. So no reason to get too worried yet. We need some strong volume out of here to get going, but we just need some follow through buying so this isn't a short covering dead cat bounce. So we're going to watch that here the next couple days. We're going to trail some stops on long positions that we just put on so we don't get in any trouble if we continue lower with higher interest rates. Because the TLT, like we're going to show, is wrecking some havoc. There's the QQQ. Again, down there below 38 actually on Tuesday. And now all the way back to 47.2. So again, a little concerning. Those are coming off oversold so quick. But we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. Now here's the problem with TLT. You can see the downtrend we've been in here. Today we opened lower. We're not down as much as we was early, but not a good looking chart. Again, technometer here was deeply oversold, coming back to 42.5. So that's the fly in the ointment with higher interest rates just causing a little bit of havoc here. GDX, I've talked about wanting to be long. It's came under pressure too with the general market. Technometer did get oversold there again Tuesday, getting no bounce there. XLE, I've told you I've been long, staying long, look for new highs. We've almost got that accomplished already. You can see here, July 26, I keep talking about this one. We're unchanged today. Technometer 47.8. So I don't want to see this thing back down to that 89 and change level, but I still think we can skate to new highs here and see what's up after that. So when I come back, we'll go over some individual issues. Let's just go back to the duo screen now, see what's going on.
Yeah, what's going on, Big House? Yannick says, good afternoon, gentlemen. Chris says, what is up, everybody? And C. Welter says, go coin, Riot, Pen, and ETH. Yes, that is because we did buy all those assets. We'll go over those charts here shortly in the show, why we bought, where we think upside objectives can be. And yes, we're in the green on every single thing we bought. We bought Bitcoin, it's up. We bought Ethereum, it's up. We bought Riot, Pen, Coin, MicroStrategy, up, up, up. That's what we're doing. We're finding winners. We also have high risk trades on PRS, it's up. On Teddy Bear, it's up. On PLS, it's up. So we're winning, and we're winning big right now. Really, still what most is considering the bear market and on the cusp of the biggest bull market in crypto history. Join us here at Learn Crypto for free. Join us on Twitter for free. Or if you want real-time trades and to feel like a winner each and every day, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. Now, we don't win always. That's not the case. We everything we do is time-stamped. We kind of poop in a glass house, as like some people like to say. And we just got to win more than we lose consistently for the next 2.5 years, and we'll all have financial freedom.
MSTR too expensive. I mean, that is a high flyer. We bought that at 318 and change, and I got a stop now at the lows down there at 310. I think I used 310 even. So we've only got $8 risk right now. We'll be raising that even higher here shortly. So I agree, a little bit expensive, risky, but we try to keep risk to a minimum and do what we do.
Yeah, it's a lot easier to buy these stocks. I was telling Todd about it. You know, when our first trade is taking out 25 to 55% gains, and then we get a 40% drawdown. I mean, I've increased my shares in all of these stocks by large sums, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm bullish on Bitcoin over the next year. So if we can take these trades on these stocks that have crypto and Bitcoin exposure, and I can add shares to my bag for free just by trading, and then Bitcoin goes to 100,000, where do you think these stocks end up? And how much do you think those bags are worth? And now that I've added 20%, 10%, 15% more stock shares to the portfolio in these companies, how much money do you think we're going to make? So if it's expensive in terms of, yes, I know MicroStrategy is 300 something a share. You know, you can buy 1 share, 2 shares at a time, and you can build off that position. If it's expensive based on PE ratio and company valuation, I understand that. And then I would focus more on Coinbase, on Riot, on Penn, on some of our other trades, maybe Amara. Right now we've got a handful of crypto-related stocks that we like. Penn is a gambling-related stock, and the reason I did that is because I think that the GambleFi sector in crypto is hot, so the same applies for traditional markets as well.
I'm going to go over some of the Bitcoin charts here real quick, a little bit of Elliott Wave theory, so let me get that out of the way. There's the Bitcoin USD Coinbase chart. You can see here, again, technometer, lower right, 46.7. Never gave us a strong buy. That's why we started to nibble down there and didn't go hog wild, but I think we're some type of bounce here. I'm going to show a couple Elliott Wave ideas, but 46.7 is a little more quicker to overbought than I would like, which is what's going on the stock side. So here's Ethereum USD, same type of thing, trying to get through this resistance at 1670 or so. Technometer 46.9, so you can see that's called some of the last few tops. So if this isn't really a wave 3 starting, then maybe we're still locked in some sideways here. So we'll watch that. I'm going to bring up the Wyckoff Wave Crypto Index next, just to check the technometer reading there. That's doing 5-minute data on like 10 coins. That takes a minute. Again, 45.5. Almost had a buy signal on Tuesday. Just missed that again by a hair. And then for Big House, while we're here, let's bring up RUNE, Tether, Binance. We had the pork blaster there that we showed, and we were live here on the 23rd showing another oversold technometer reading. That was down there to $1.67 or so. So that one's getting ready to take out some highs. I would think it could still do that. Technometer 48.2, but that's been a strong one. So while we're here, Ram asked about XRP. Let's get that out of the way while we're here. We got XRP, Tether, Binance. Let's load the 9-month there. Not much action here on XRP. Kind of went to sleep. I mean, we came back to what I had marked as a backup, so we have held that. But technometer was oversold 3 days ago, so I think for short-term trades, I'd use the stop there from the low on what Monday looks like. Maybe see if that would work on a short-term trade. But new lows in the OP price holding. But that chart looks good. I just don't know if we're ready to explode right here or not. So that's all we got to worry about. And then let me go. Elliott Wave counts. This is the larger count. Anybody new here? Let's go back to the 4-hour. Because I was looking for 5 waves up in the green and then an irregular flat that I end up saying maybe ended early there. And if we go to the 1-hour chart, just show that. We'll expand that up a little bit. So the wave 5 low actually was here, and the wave C at that 24.9 that we did never did go to a new low. That was pretty bullish action. I could see that as 5 waves up and an ABC down. That's why we bought where the green arrow is. But again, this is a 1-2. We're ready to continue to go higher, so we shouldn't really slow up. If we do slow up, then I think the problem is this chart here. This is a 4-hour. I've showed this before, that maybe that was an ABC down. And the problem is maybe we've done an AB and this is just going to be a wave C rally. So maybe we run to, probably get above 28.2, but maybe peter out somewhere up there above 28.2 when we take out the A wave high. And then we have another ABC back down with stocks going to lower lows because of higher interest rates. So that's something you got to be worried about. That's why, again, we bought the 26,165, I think was the exact number, or 26,180. And then I've got stops down there at that level to protect those positions in case we're headed back down. So that's my thoughts there. Let's go back to the joint screen.
Yeah, so we bought, a reminder, we sold Bitcoin at 29,100. We bought back 50% of our position on what could be a possible low. And then we're going to try to trail stops. And hopefully if we get some continuation here on Bitcoin, ETH, we can put profit stops in place on both of those. But also a higher Bitcoin pulls up RIOT, pulls up Coin, and pulls up MicroStrategy, so we can put some profit stops in place in case we do have a deeper correction out of stocks, whether it's the FUD with maybe a potential government shutdown in the U.S., whether it's higher interest rates, because I think they're going to raise them another 0.25%. It's in my opinion, it's going to happen. It's just a when. And then, if this is a relief rally, maybe some bulls take some positions off the books, and that puts more down pressure on Bitcoin as well. So we'll see what happens. We want to see some continuation here so that we can put those profit stops in place. If the bullish case plays out, great. We're heading to 35, 45,000 and we have our positions. If the bearish plays out, okay, we take some small gainers and we buy back even cheaper towards our worst case scenario of, 23,800, 24,200. That's where we really the zone we really want Bitcoin to hold if it does drop down.
BCH had that nice run from 200 to 240. So definitely BCH leading the trend higher. And I mentioned that'd be the case when we talked about it before Big House. So, congrats to you on BCH, and I guess also on RUNE.
C. Welter says, Nick, DOT on Coinbase has 11% staking APR. What are your thoughts on DOT, but at a lull and let it just sit? Polkadot ecosystem is probably going to have a pretty good comeback. You have projects looking to launch mainnets utilizing their technology, such as Ferrum Network. So they are actually buying a lot of DOT during this bear market to try to get a slot to be able to deploy and utilize the technology. So I do think it will have a comeback, and there is projects actively buying the token. 11% APR in this bear market. I think that's a pretty low risk play over on Coinbase, and I don't mind that at all. Realize that it is more of a lower mid cap project, so a little more risk. But again, 11% APR paid out in DOT, I assume. And here at these prices, I think it's low risk because the tide is going to raise all boats. Will Polkadot be the biggest winner next cycle? I don't think so. But again, I think it will go up, and I think there is projects actively buying DOT for their technology reasons. So they have to have something good over there. Todd, if you want to give me the screen, I'll go over the Coinbase chart real quick and kind of tell them where, why, and when we bought Coinbase back. And then maybe you can take a look at RIOT, MicroStrategy, Bitcoin, and ETH, why we bought those, and we can go from there.
Yep.
So you can see over here, Coinbase, we sold Coinbase at 105, maybe 106. It went down 30%. We bought it back at $76 on this oversold reading here on the RSI on the 4-hour. We sold the Grayscale news pump. I remember calling Todd and saying, we agreed this is a sell the news. So we took profits on this, and we also didn't FOMO into Bitcoin or any other assets with the Grayscale news. We petered out. We saw an inverse Adam and Eve here. It went down, and it created a bullish divergence here between price and RSI, along with the Bitcoin buy signal that Todd had. So I went ahead and bought it back here at $71. Patreon.com/learncrypto. Timestamped, proofed, and our community is in it. We're currently up. Let's see what we're already up on that position in a day. We're up 6.87%. And the next major overhead resistance is going to be the $78 level. If we can break above that $78 level, that will be resistance flip support, and we'll look to be back in this $80 to $82 range. Now, another reason from a fundamental perspective of why I want to be in Coinbase is the court. If the court says SEC is wrong, throws it out, just like we saw this pump with Grayscale, what do you think is going to happen to Coinbase price? You're going to get a straight up green bar, and we will be selling that. I think if it happened right here, right now, you'd probably get to this $89.95 level. If we get back in this $80 to $83 trading area and the news comes out, I think you have a potential to run straight up to $99. That's something we want to be in. That's something we will be looking to sell, and that's something that we're keeping our eye on. So as of now, we are up 7% in a day, looking for higher upside targets if we can break above this $78 level.
Nice. I'm going to take it back over. I've got Wing in front of us. I'm going to go through a few stocks that, again, we have in the stock Discord. Wing, I bought around 170 quite a few weeks ago. I've told everybody that here. We had support down there at 154 to 160. I did front run it a little bit, but now we're sitting here at 181.75. New recovery high, technometer 43.6. I'm going to let this one run a little bit higher. I might trade out of it, but the longer term chart on this thing looks like major accumulation on a wing stop. Done, actually recovered here nicely, even in the face of higher oil prices, which normally hurts the restaurants. So that one's performing pretty well. Let's go to LSTR. That's one that I've mentioned in here as well. Let's go to that one. Bring up the 1 year. These again are, well, it looks like backups. This one a little slow to come out of here. Got a little lower yesterday, so I think that one's just really right around where I bought it, not doing much. Technometer oversold, so we'll see if that one can dig out of here as well. If not, we will cut that loose quickly if these indicators get a little bit overbought. SCI, another one. Let's go to the 1 year chart here. You can see we're oversold there 4 days ago. Technometer's neutral right now, but that was kind of a backup to previous resistance, which is a Wyckoff primary trading opportunity. So let's see if that one can rock and roll here, dig out over the next few days. We've got CRM is one that I sold 231 for some longer term positions. I did buy that back as well. I think I bought that back on Tuesday. Really right at these levels on CRM. ANET's another one. These will all be good charts if that is a major low. Again, there on ANET is kind of digging out of here, 184.38. Looks like a backup at higher levels on some reaccumulation. Looks like ANET can continue higher. And then the last one I'm going to show, QLYS. This one up here at higher levels. Won't take much to break that one out as well. Held strong up there at that previous resistance, so I'm long that one. Technometer is overbought, so again, we're trying to give these a chance to dig out of here, see if something's going to rock and roll, and then we'll trail some stops and see what we can do with these positions. So back to the duo screen.
Perfect. What's going on here? Big House says it looks like the institutions are buying Bitcoin on the OTC markets. That is correct. We did know that Michael Saylor from MicroStrategy bought an additional $150 million worth of Bitcoin at an average price of $27,056, I believe. He said, so far, retail not really interested in cryptos for the past month. We'll need someone to buy on the general markets to move things up. That is all true. But what happens when retail falls asleep? Institutions tell you it's rat poison while they're buying. Follow the leader, because very soon institutions are going to be shoving Bitcoin down very wealthy individuals' throats when a Bitcoin spot ETFs are approved. Now, people are saying, oh, in 2 weeks we have a potential approval. I don't think that happens, but that will happen in January or March of 2024. And then retail FOMO will happen like it always does. They don't want to buy the lows. They want to chase the green candles, and hopefully we're there to dump it on their head at $45,000 to $50,000, because you guys are here in the bear market. You guys are here following Learn Crypto. And you guys are here not being the people getting dumped on a daily basis. So that's our outlook, and that's kind of our positioning. So be involved when the retail isn't interested, and get out when the retail gets a little frothy.
What's up, Roger? I'm going to go back. I didn't grab RIOT and Micro and a couple of these, Mara, so I'm going to go back and grab those real quick. RIOT, perfect. We're showing for that backup. I did some buying at 9. I did some buying at 924. We're sitting here at 960. Again, same thing, technometer quickly coming back to above neutral, but the daily chart still looks like a backup complete, so we're going to try to give this a chance to see if we can rock and roll. MicroStrategy, we've been saying we bought that at 318 and change, I believe was the number. A lot of numbers being thrown around here the last few days by me, so forgive me, but it's all time stamped on all the discords. But same thing here on MicroStrategy, the green arrow, he's a buyer. What was it? Monday early on the weakness, and same thing, looks like a backup, looks like we're headed higher. I mean, again, this thing could peter out, with still in the midst of a correction for Bitcoin. So we will watch that. Technometer 51.6 back to overbought. No reason to probably sell today, but just got to watch these things, see if if that low was good or whether we're just going to take small profits or scratches or something and try to reestablish again lower. So same type of thing on Mara. Got a little deeper. Pretty big sell-off recently. Came down to, I still think, some backup. We've rallied strongly here today. Came off of oversold the last 2 days. So let's see if, again, we're long these things. Let's see if they can flex their muscle and get something going. What's up, Benoit? Lloyd?
What else you guys got going on? Not much news to go over. I mean, really, Binance did sell their Binance Russia to a new exchange called like CoinEx or something. I think that's just CZ being smart. Doesn't really want to be affiliated with the Russian region, and also probably sees it as a low growth opportunity compared to other locations that they have. So that's just a clean cut sell. They sold their customers and everything else, their technology, to this new exchange. If you don't trade in Russia, if you're not from Russia, then it's really a non-event. Besides the fact that even though they did sell off to this Russian exchange, the Russian exchange is still going to utilize BNB as one of the utility tokens where you get reduced trading fees for holding BNB. So BNB does keep its utility if that exchange does manage to find any success. So that's cool for BNB holders. Coinbase also put something, it said like regulators wake up. They put a label on a coffee can and coffee mugs, and we're leaving it around the Congress room for Gensler and some of these other people to see. So Coinbase is coming in trolling, and they're not taking it any lightly. I guess they believe they're going to win this court case, and they believe they're going to have some regulatory guidance moving forward, because they are not taking it lightly on Gary Gensler and the SEC. I mean, if you're trolling them and creating coffee cans and coffee mugs that says "Wake Up" with the Coinbase logo on it, that's pretty aggressive, and you got to feel pretty confident in your position. What do you think about that, Todd?
Definitely, no doubt. But yeah, it's Gensler. Whoa. Got to get Gary out of the SEC. Yeah, he's wrecking some havoc. So
it doesn't make any sense. We've talked about it in the past, and it's like, dude, the dude used to work at like one of these big colleges teaching about Bitcoin and blockchain technology, and now he acts stupid and is brown nosing to the government. I just don't get it. I mean, it can't be more. You know, people are like, oh, some influencers are paid shill. Well, then Gary Gensler's a paid government puppet, because he acts like he doesn't know anything about Bitcoin and blockchain and hates on it. But 3 years ago, he was teaching it in college, talking about how it's the future, both in monetization and in technology, and praising Algorand and Bitcoin and Ethereum. And now he's flipped the script 100%. Now he's trying to reach and say even trading collectibles is a security, which is an absolute joke. Are there any other fundamental questions, news questions, or charts you want me and Todd to look at? Again, we bought the dip on Bitcoin, Ethereum, Coinbase, MicroStrategy, RIOT, and Penn. So if you didn't buy those, maybe you want to get some positions and start following along. Or if you want to stop missing out on opportunities and trades, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. We help manage the portfolio for you. Simply follow us, copy trade us, and you'll be on your way to financial freedom. Or if you don't even want to do that, then again, we can, with trading APIs, we can manage your crypto and stock accounts, no problem. Then all you do is do absolutely nothing. Work, fund those accounts, and let us help them grow.
With that in mind, let's run a quick disclaimer.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns. Thank you.
All right, we are back. I'm going to take this over again. I'm going to show that RUNE again, and also I mentioned NAKA. I think that's one to watch here, especially if we, are still in the midst of a correction. Because this RUNE chart, we showed this when Big House brought it in, that this was a pork blaster, and the software did give us a buy down there at that 143, 147 level. Then we had another buy again on the 23rd. So this one, I think we want to watch. We could have another pork blaster here, where this thing kind of just maybe does something like this, where it wants to real quick. Might end up being something like this. If we're not ready to go right now, we might get some more sideways here in RUNE and give us a chance maybe to throw that into Discord, throw that on here. So that's one that's been a really good one and probably still could be another good pork blaster coming. Then I'm going to show one more here, just for the hell of it. NAKA, that one went from about 56 up here to 61. That's one that's performing very well. And I know nothing about that. Maybe Nick will check it out for us in the Nakamoto games. But I'm sure Nick's, we're always trying to find some gems and what could lead the next rally. And also anyone in here like Big House and all our members trying to find something that we're overlooking or whatever. So shout out to them.
Sats McGee said, just joining. Hello, people. What was your entry on coin? Just now hearing you bought it back. Over in Discord, we had an entry at $71, and it traded between $70 and $71 for several hours after our trade call. So we are in it officially at 71. Some people in the group even got it closer to $70. And right now we are, 76.01. Overhead resistance at $78. And we believe if the court rules that Coinbase wins that kind of court case against the SEC, you'll have a straight up green candle to around $90 if it happens from these levels.
Yep. I think Sats is in the stock Discord. I'm not sure if he's in the crypto. That might be why he's asking that. I didn't buy that in the stock Discord. That's been one more that Nick's kind of been in charge of and him and I talk about. So
so
might be why Sats is saying that.
Yeah, join us at patreon.com/learncrypto. Get in the big group. I think we have 200, 300 people in there. So that's what it's all about.
I got you, Benoit. Appreciate it.
What else we got going on? What charts you want? What questions you guys have? Otherwise, we're going to keep looking at these and see what's going on. Sat says in stock only, I believe. So what you should do is probably sign up at patreon.com/learncrypto for $40, and then you'll get in the stock Discord for $20. So for like $20 extra, you can be in both Discords and get kind of all of our thoughts and get access to both me and Todd. That's what I would do. It'll be well worth it. I mean, these Coinbase trades alone would have been worth it. Sold at 105, bought at 76, sold at 85, bought at 71, and we're sitting at $76.
What's up, Mark? I'm going to get a link chart ready, and Nick, you can talk about Pepe.
No news on Pepe. Pepe is still not even back to the levels of where we went, gave a 20x short on it. They still have the same issue. Something happened with the multi-sig. Team members dumped millions of dollars on your face, and now they kind of brushed it under the rug. It's seeing a little bit of gains here, but really that's just with Bitcoin showing strength and Ethereum showing strength. Remember, a lot of the Pepe liquidity is on the ETH pair, so if ETH goes up, it's going to slowly drag Pepe up as well. Can Pepe have a comeback story? Sure. It's just I wouldn't want to get involved with that because remember, there is still a large sum, several millions of dollars worth of tokens that are in the team wallets. And although they said they fixed the problem, it happened once. What's going to stop it from happening again? Doesn't show good morals, doesn't show good ethics. I would rather be in other assets personally. Pepe also is still a very big market cap here and really has no other utility than it being a global meme token. That's my opinion on Pepe.
All right, let me grab the link chart here real quick. Got that in front of us. I've been showing that new low in the OP while price was holding. That shows accumulation, which is what Wyckoff is all about. And then we did have that oversold reading on September 10th down there, about 585 or so. So we're 786. We are overbought, but that's been a leader, so I wouldn't panic on that one yet. If we could sell on Bitcoin or Ethereum, then I probably would slide out a link if it's a short-term trade and get it back cheaper. While I'm here, Sats McGee wants to know, let me go to my stock software. I've got my guys out of Ukraine giving me a new platform here soon. Should be pretty exciting, so I'm anxious to get that from them. Let's go to Apple. We had an oversold reading on Apple, actually a little bit early. I didn't expect the weakness the last couple of days, and we're currently at 41. And again, that one probably looks like something will peter out here in the coming days. And if I get a short signal on Apple, I probably will take that, buy some puts, or sell short the stock. So that one needs to come alive here the next few days and get away from that below that 170 level. So we'll see. Amazon, same type of thing. The government's out here messing with Amazon. Made that chart a little weaker than I would expect it here in the last few days. We was oversold early last week. We're 45.5 now. So again, that one needs to come alive. NASDAQ needs to hold here and extend its gains. The chart on its own on the daily chart on Amazon, again, it still looks like a nice constructive backup. So looks good. Just got to have some more strength. I think that's everything unless someone's got some more questions, because get back to watching the close. I guess it's only 1:45, so you're
got
welcome.
Some time here. So to round it up, we bought the dip across the board. We think there is a potential upside, but we have a bullish roadmap and a bearish one. So right now we're just trying to hope for a little more extension here, put some profit stops in place, and then just closely watch the markets. We're not out of the woods yet. It's nice to see some green bars after some entries for our members here on YouTube and Twitter and our paid subscribers. But again, just trying to stay on top of the game, getting more active in trading now that the market has kind of turned around. And there's going to be plenty of opportunities coming your guys' way. So make sure to keep tuning in here at Learn Crypto on YouTube, on Twitter, and at patreon.com/learncrypto. So if you like daily updates on crypto and stocks and tech for TA, FA, and news, this is the place to be.
Asta has a couple questions. I'm going to take it over again. I'm going to show this TLT chart because this is the problem with stocks right now. A year ago, we made this selling climax at 89.71. We're below that now the last 4 days. You can see here lower right. Just horrible action on the TLT. Even with the slowing economy, no one's buying the TLT. And I don't know if that's China selling. It's a couple of big hedge funds. What's his face was talking about major short positions. Shorts are heavy here, but that's been working, so they're piling on. So the TLT has got to quit going down for stocks to come alive here. It just has to happen. DKNG, DraftKings. Let's go to the 1 year chart here. Outperforming a little bit better the last 4 days. I would think that's just trying to continue to work higher on DraftKings. But the recent low there at 27, 25 or so, I wouldn't want that to be given up. So again, these stocks have got to try to continue to work higher. Walgreens, not a good chart, not an outperformer. Been a total dog. I think they're getting too much retail theft. You've got around 50 down to 20.87. OP is in a free fall. Major selling coming in here. Can't say much about Walgreens. That's all I got. Nick kind of wrapped it up. So Nick, anything else? We're going to get out of here.
That's about it. Keep tuning in here to Learn Crypto. Check out learncrypto.io it's the hub of your financial freedom. You see everything we have to offer from that cost money, that's free, whatever it may be. We're here to help as much as we can for the public free people. And hopefully we earn your trust and you come over to our patreon.com/learncrypto or have us manage your assets for you, whether it's crypto or stocks. Join beyondfomo.com. This is where we're going to start getting some alpha. This is what we're going to use instead of CoinMarketCap and CoinGecko. You'll see it on our show each and every day. And that's all I got, guys. We're looking for ways to put money in your bag, put tokens in your bags, put stock shares in your bags. And that is all. Smash a like, smash the share, smash the subscribe, and tune in tomorrow. We'll be live, hopefully bragging about more green bars across all of our positions.
Yep. Good luck. Good trading. Catch you later.
Warren Buffett, American investor, business tycoon, and one of the wealthiest people in the world, once said, "If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die." But how is that possible? Well, knowledge is power. In 2020, it is no longer news that cryptocurrencies are the currency of the digital future. Bitcoin stability amidst unprecedented global economic impacts from COVID-19 has proven once again that crypto is here to stay. Learning how to trade, when to trade, and where to trade crypto assets can make the difference between success and failure. At LearnCrypto.io, we offer a pathway to sustainable and lifelong wealth by helping open-minded beginners and experienced traders navigate the thin ice of the cryptocurrency markets. Live shows, interviews, coin reviews,
tools, fundamental analysis, predictive trading bots, and open chat access to a community of real traders. These are just a few of the benefits you'll receive with a membership on patreon.com/learn crypto. Sign up today if you strive to build yourself a brighter tomorrow.
Do you personally invest or trade stocks? Then you'll want to gain access to our private Discord channel. By subscribing to our pro traders at wyckoffsmi.com, you'll receive individual stock suggestions based upon the Wyckoff method, review possible trade setups, as well as receive emails when any trade suggestions are given. But if you're too busy to manage your own stock portfolio, consider our private client group at our registered investment advisor, Black Bay Capital Advisors. You'll get the personal touch while we manage your stock portfolio for you through the trusted custodian Charles Schwab. For an annual fee, you'll have more time to enjoy life while we focus on growing your portfolio. We'll be on the same side of the table, working to help you secure your long-term financial goals.